Hey guys, Zach from Say What Zach here, looking at our preview for the NHL games of tonight. This is Saturday, December 27th, I believe it is. Let me just double check, make sure I got Saturday, December 28th. Sorry, I'm off by a day. Got a lot of hockey on tonight. There was a lot of hockey last night, so we have updated standings. Hope you guys like the new setup. We are going to hopefully have all these magnets done for the review tonight for the American Hockey League, so you guys will be able to see all the American Hockey League standings, NHL standings, game scores behind me. So that's going to be the nice setup, and then we're going to be hanging some stuff up, putting some stickers, all that fun stuff tonight as well. But yeah, getting into tonight's games real quick before they start up. I am currently watching and listening to the World Cup, World Juniors. I keep saying World Cup. I keep getting that mixed up. I don't know why I keep saying it, but I do. But World Juniors, I'm listening to the Canada getting annihilated by Russia right now, so I'll do a review of those after this. Anyways, tonight's games, the two I'm going to be paying attention to more than the others, I guess, or taking more detailed notes, should I say, will be Carolina taking on Washington at 7 p.m. and then the Golden Knights taking on Arizona at 10 p.m., which is a huge game to decide who's going to be in first place of the Pacific. So, going into those games first, you got Carolina 22-14-2, Washington's 27-7-5, so before tonight's games. Carolina's power play is 23.1, which is 8th in the league. Capitals are 20.8, which is 13th in the league, which I'm surprised that Carolina's power play is better than the Capitals, but yeah, that's a thing. Penalty killing, Carolina's 82.6, which is 8th in the league. The Capitals are 85.1, which is 2nd, so very good penalty killing for the Capitals. Carolina, though, still top 10 for power play and penalty killing. That's pretty good, which explains why they are where they are. If they can get this win, they could leapfrog into third place again. Goals for, the Carolina Hurricanes are 3.29, which is 9th. Capitals are 3.49, which is 4th. Goals against, the Carolina Hurricanes are 2.82, which is 8th. And the Capitals are 2.82, which is 10th. So again, Carolina is in the top 10 for every single, for power play, penalty killing, goals for, and goals against. That's pretty impressive. Especially to see them sitting in the last wildcard spot right now. That's really surprising. Like I said, I think a couple, if they can just put together a couple, a good like 4 or 5 game win streak, they should be fine. Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to definitely make the playoffs, but just not sure where they're going to land at this point. Your goaltenders should be Peter Mrazek, because Reimer played last night and they lost to the Rangers, and Braden Holtby, because Samsonov played yesterday against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So those should be your starting goaltenders. The season series is 1-0 for the Canes, so Carolina has won the only game they played against each other. And yeah, that should be a pretty fun game. And hopefully after tonight's game, I will try and get done the Watch Capitals top line video. I have a lot of stuff going on with the World Juniors, the American Hockey League, and the National Hockey League, so we'll see when I can fit that in. But yeah, this should help get me the information and some of the details I need for that video. We shall see. The other game I'm going to pay attention to is the Golden Knights at Arizona at Golden Knights at 10 p.m. The Golden Knights are 20-15-6. Arizona's 21-14-4. The Golden Knights power play is 21%, which is 10th in the league. The Arizona Coyotes are 20.9, which is 12th in the league. Penalty killing, the Golden Knights are 81.5, which is 14th. The Arizona Coyotes are 82.6, which is 9th. Goals for, 2.98, which is 17th for the Golden Knights, and 2.74, which is 23rd for the Arizona Coyotes. So yeah, Coyotes don't score much. So if you can score 3-4 goals against Coyotes, you're sitting good. Goals against, the Golden Knights are 2.98, which is 14th, and the Arizona Coyotes are 2.49, which is 2nd. Now, that is going to be where things are going to get tricky, because if Darcy Kemper misses significant time, which it seems like he might, Antti Raanta, I don't think is going to put up those kind of numbers, which will hurt them immensely, because they can't score, and if they don't have the goaltending to back it up, that could hurt them. We'll see. We could see them drop significantly as the season progresses here. We shall see, though. Your starters should be Marc-Andre Fleury, because Malcolm Subban played last night for Vegas. And Antti Raanta should be your starter for Arizona, because again, I believe Darcy Kemper is still injured. I haven't checked his status yet, but I believe he's still injured. Season series is tied 1-1, so each one has won a game. So whoever wins tonight will take the season series to 1 and have a chance to win it the next game. Yeah, those are your 2 big games I'm going to be paying attention to. There's other big games down here. I will talk about them as we get to them. First, the other games tonight. We got Florida taking on Detroit at 7 p.m. In Sunrise. You got 18-13-5 is the Florida Panthers, 9-26-3 at Detroit, which is abysmal. Obviously, we know who's going to probably win this one. Panthers lead the series 1-0, which is, again, no surprise for the season series. So yeah, Panthers again. So if you look over here, Panthers again, most likely going to win this game. So they should jump into third, depending on the outcome of that game. Next game at 7 p.m. is the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the New York Rangers. You got the Maple Leafs at 21-14-4, and the Rangers are 18-15-4. The Leafs lead the season series 1-0. Rangers coming off a big win over Carolina last night, and Toronto barely squeaking out a win last night. So again, but Hutchinson was in net against the Devils. I still say they need to work on that backup because again, he's barely won. He won against Detroit, and then he barely won against the Devils. You go if Anderson, anything happens to Anderson, the rest of the way you're in the playoffs, Toronto's done. Hutchinson is not good enough against playoff contending teams, and it's proved that again he barely beat two of the worst teams in the league right now. Again, if Anderson, again, anything happens to him, this is devastating for them. So I think before the trade deadline, yeah, Toronto's going to be looking to hopefully maybe trade something out or get a rental for a backup goalie. We shall see. Next game at 7 p.m. is the Dallas Stars taking on the Colorado Avalanche. 20-14-4 for Dallas, 23-12-3 for Colorado. The Stars lead the series 2-0, which I was very surprised to find out. Colorado, yeah, they've had some problems. Donskoy and Nazem Kadri both kind of dried up lately on the offensive side, which sucks for them. But Cale Makar is back, so that should be a big boost. He didn't do much yet last night, but hopefully once he starts getting a little bit more comfortable after him missing some time, he'll be able to contribute something to this team. Again, I'm still pulling for Colorado, but I also like Dallas. So this would be a fun game to watch because I like both these teams. Next game at 7 p.m., which is probably one of the bigger games next to the Coyotes and Golden Knights. Tampa Bay taking on the Montreal Canadiens at 7 p.m. Tampa Bay is 18-13-4. Montreal is 18-13-6. The Bolts lead the season series 1-0. So Tampa Bay needing 2 points to tie Montreal for that third place in the Atlantic Division. It's currently sitting outside the playoff spot, so you know Tampa Bay wants this win badly. Montreal side sitting 4 points back of Toronto and only 1 point ahead of Buffalo and Florida, and 2 points ahead of Tampa. Big division matchup right here. Whoever wins this it's a big deal. I would think Tampa. But honestly, the way they've been playing, it's so hit and miss. I wouldn't be surprised if Montreal pulls this one out and retains that third place and only pulls itself a little bit closer to Toronto. We shall see. So that's a big game if you want to watch something that's like going to be a big, I think, emotional, big hitting game because that's going to be an important game. Next at 7 p.m. is the Penguins taking on the Nashville Predators. So it's a back-to-back home-to-home. So they played in Nashville yesterday. They're playing in Pittsburgh tonight. Pittsburgh's 22-11-4. Nashville's 18-13-6, and the Pens lead the season series 1-0 with the win last night. So they pulled Pecorino last night, but UC Saros in. It's I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Nashville again. They've been playing really well as of late, and then they dropped against Pittsburgh, who's been amazingly playing well, and I don't understand how this is still happening with all the injuries, but it's happening. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Nashville needs this win, but after that loss last night, I don't know who they're even starting with because, again, both goalies played, so maybe UC Saros starts. I don't know. We'll see. But we also saw that Pecorino can't hold up against the Penguins between the Stanley Cup run. He failed to play against Pittsburgh well, and then obviously last night he's not good against Pittsburgh. So I would probably assume UC Saros is going in because he didn't start technically last night, and Rene just can't hold it down against Pittsburgh. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So I'm expecting UC Saros to come in this one. Big game for Nashville. I would say also kind of big game for Pittsburgh, but I think they're far enough ahead of Columbus right now that they should be okay. They'll stay in a wild card spot for a while, so this game wouldn't be a dramatic, horrible loss. They did lose. Anyways, your 10 o'clock games. Vancouver taking on the LA Kings. Vancouver's 19-15-4. The Kings are 16-20-4. The Canucks lead the season series 2-0. No surprise with the way the Kings have been playing. They are looking at draft lottery, selling people off the trade deadline more than a playoff spot right now. And Vancouver obviously is fighting for that playoff spot, trying to push into a wild card. They're only 2 points back of Edmonton and Dallas, who hold down the two wild card spots, both at 44 points. They're at 42. We'll see. Minnesota's another one that's hoping that Dallas and Edmonton both lose, or should I say Dallas loses tonight and has a chance to jump into those spots in their next game. But yeah, Vancouver definitely wants this win, should win. Theoretically, they're at home against a team that's in the bottom half of the league. I would be very surprised if Vancouver loses this game. And I also picked up Markstrom today for my fantasy team, so hopefully he gets a win. Need the points. Last game of the night will be at 10:30 p.m., which is the San Jose Sharks taking on the Philly Flyers. Sharks are 16-20-3. Flyers are 21-11-5. Season series is 0-0. They have not played yet. This will be the first game of 2 this year. Again, I'm thinking the Flyers come out and win this game because they've been playing very well as of late. San Jose has been dropping. I mean, they're dead last in the Pacific Division, 1 point behind Anaheim and in the Kings. They need to do something again. Probably sellers at the trade deadline. And hoping they can get, hopefully they get some kind of first rounder back for something. I don't know how they do it, but maybe they can work some miracle because their first rounder goes to Ottawa. Again, I think we're going to hear that a lot over the course of the season, is that Ottawa has potential here with the way that San Jose is playing to get 2 first-round draft picks, potentially very high first-round draft picks as well, because they'll both be in the draft lottery. But anyways, those are your breakdowns of the games tonight. We'll see what happens. If you guys like the video, give us a like and subscribe and a share. This is Zach from Say What Zach here, and I will talk to you guys after the games tonight.